sure those airlock doors are secure. Yeah, we don't want to revisit movie night or anything like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're opening tonight's podcast night with a 21 gun salute for our Huckleberry, Val Kilmer.
This is where I have to put in 21 guns going off?
Yes. Well, 3 guns going off 7 times.
Okay.
Or is it 7 guns going off 3 times?
I don't know.
Let me check. Or you can put in a clip of 21 gun, but from Green Day.
I think we would get a copyright strike for that.
That's fine.
Well, let me go through my sound effects and see what we have to. I think I have some like bells.
Okay.
Ringing.
So you can do. So sometimes it's 21 people fire. Other times it's 7 people fire 3 times.
I mean, I've only ever done it in a parade, and it was just 4 of us.
So probably you all shot like, 8 3 times, and then one person shot a 4th or something.
Well, we fired at every intersection and in front of every bar, which really held up the parade.
They let you have a gun?
It was a black powder rifle as well.
They let you have a gun?
Yeah. I own it now because it was my dad's. But yeah, I have a black powder. I have 2 black powder rifles, although one might be in pieces.
Okay. So actually, a 21 gun salute is 21 guns. It's if it's the 3 people firing 7 times or 7 people firing 3 times, or whatever. That's a 3 volley salute.
Just fire off some revolvers, 2 revolvers, completely.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a Tombstone reference. Val Kilmer's dead.
Yeah, that was the first thing I saw. I woke up this morning, I saw I had a message from you, and it was the top notification. And I'm like, okay, well, it's 7 in the morning. I might as well see what the fuck Colin wants.
I said this last night before I went to bed.
Because I went to bed before midnight, which is when it came out.
Yeah.
And then Kristen, hi Kristen. Kristen also messaged me. My friend sent me the New York Times obituary.
Did anyone else let you know that, hey, did you know Val Kilmer died?
You and Kristen and one of my friends, but not because of the whole thing, just because he's an actor. And we've seen his movies before. Not because of the weird obsession.
I let you know because celebrity deaths like suck. Good celebrity, like deaths of a good celebrity, suck like the best of times. But weird obsession or not, like you are a big fan of his work.
I am. I
mean,
I have
even just like even just instead of like being like, ooh, I'm gonna simp weirdly, you like actually you like his stuff and think it's fun or entertaining. Because he was
like eclectic. He did a role how he wanted to do a role, which is very unfortunate for him because that kind of led to people saying he was difficult. But
like just
because he had an idea in his head and he wanted to do it and he did it.
I feel like a lot of people there's difficult to work with where you're Marlon Brando and you just fucking suck, and then there's difficult to work with where you're like, I don't just think the director's right all the time ever.
Hilariously, Brando also called him difficult to work with, even though Brando was hardly ever on set for Island of Dr. Moreau.
Also like the single most difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Ever.
Dr. Moreau, he was kind of going through it because I think his daughter had just died.
Oh,
but
shit.
Also, Val Kilmer just got served with divorce papers. It was a shit show all around.
Who was divorcing him?
His wife.
Yeah, duh.
She was in Willow. He was only married once.
Oh, okay.
He dated Cher, and then he married his wife.
Okay. You know what? I thought for some in my head.
Joanne Whalley.
In my head, I thought he had a thing with Nicole Kidman, but that was only in Batman Forever.
That was only in Batman Forever. Tom Cruise was married to her.
he doesn't deserve that. In like the way of like Nicole Kidman's too fucking good for him.
It's true.
There is no justice in the world where Tom Cruise landed Nicole fucking Kidman.
This was like before all of the
and
crazy
then
shit.
Katie Holmes.
That was like, unfortunately during all of the crazy shit.
It's his whole life is crazy shit, and people just try not to think about it too much but we really like Mission Impossible. So what? You enjoy Mission Impossible. Doesn't mean Tom Cruise isn't a psychopath.
He's an adrenaline junkie.
I think Tom Cruise eats human flesh.
I mean, we can say whatever we want.
Like, but if there are celebrities where someone was like, "Hey, this person eats human flesh," you'd be like, "Fuck no." If someone told you Tom Cruise
someone probably like dared him to do it, and he was like, "All right."
And then, but in my head canon, he was like, "Hey, this is pretty good."
Yeah, that's how it started.
He like regularly eats human flesh, and he's like, "It's fine."
Well,
it's
you know what? That's the England's problem. He lives in London now.
He's like, "There's nutrients in it." He would go on and on about how there's nutrients in it that you would never expect, but then also explain to you why he's not vaccinating his kids.
He doesn't. All of his kids are adults, at least.
No. But like, just the energy I get from him is, yeah, it's a very niche. It's a niche thought in my head. Yeah. When was our last episode recorded? Did I have a job yet?
Welcome back to podcast night on Gargantua-1. I'm Grimmia, and with me, as always, are the
last remnants she has of Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Our last episode posted.
And I'm Colin.
March 18th.
And with me, as always, is my cat sleeping in a little chair next to me.
My cat's down here in my part of the station. She wants on my lap.
Yeah.
So we recorded. The week of March 11th.
Okay, so then I did find out that I had my job back. That's why we haven't been back, is because I've been reacclimating to working again.
Also,
which has just made me very tired.
Boone.
Yeah,
God.
You also had a lot of stuff going. It's been busy. It's not like been like the times before where we've taken a hiatus and it's like everything's falling apart. It's just like
things are busy.
We just have the scheduling hasn't lined up the best, but now we're here because I'm on spring break from school and I've also quit streaming, so I have free evenings now.
And everything's falling apart.
Is this because of Val Kilmer dying?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like he was our anchor being.
Yeah.
He was holding our universe together.
Well, I mean, depending on what school of thought you prescribe to on that, I think it was Lemmy from Motorhead that was holding the universe together.
Okay.
And a lot of other people say Harambe.
I was gonna say, I think it was Harambe.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, because here's the thing, I think someone like Lemmy, you can't hold the universe together and also be that famous. Well, Harambe was quiet and unassuming.
When did God?
Harambe died in 2016.
See, Lemmy died in 2015. At the end of 2015, he died. And then a couple weeks later, David Bowie died.
David Bowie could have been the anchor being.
But Lemmy is God. That's from a movie, Airheads.
He did make some fucking sick entrance tracks for Triple H.
Airheads is it's kind of it's really stupid, but it's pretty good. Like good stupid.
Not to be confused with Coneheads starring Dan Aykroyd.
Yes, this has Adam Sandler in it though.
Adam Sandler is also in Coneheads.
It's true.
Yeah. I haven't seen Coneheads, but I watched a video this weekend.
About Coneheads?
About SNL movies.
Oh, okay.
So Coneheads was in it.
Yeah.
I didn't just go, oh boy, a video essay.
Let me watch a specific thing about Coneheads. This movie I've never seen.
Maybe now I will. And then after I watched the SNL movie thing, I watched MacGruber, which has Val Kilmer in it.
Yeah, that's a Saturday Night Live movie.
That's right. It all comes back together. It all comes to Val.
All one big circle.
The Kilmer circle.
This week, for Adventure Brothers, we are talking about episode 2 of season 3, The Doctor is Sin.
And we watched this 2 weeks ago, by the way, because we were going to record
like
it.
over
and it
2 weeks ago.
So we watched a while ago, so I'm going off of memory of 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I took
but
notes.
I didn't.
I always take notes.
I don't know what notes are.
I'm a Virgo, so
I don't. What's a note?
exactly. This episode was written by Jackson Public and also directed by Public.
Or as I like to call him, Jackie P.
Good old Jackie P.
He doesn't like it when I call him that.
Probably not.
But it doesn't stop me.
No. This is like our Team Venture season opener. Because Shadow Man 9 was our bad guy season opener. Like, this is what the Monarch and his wife are up to. And now, what has Rusty been doing? Literally fucking nothing.
These first 2 episodes, I want to say, swung for the fucking fences. Like, what a quality twofer to open the season, sorry.
Coffee members can listen to Podcast Night on Gargantua-1 early. Link available in the show notes or YouTube description.
My brain was about to jump straight to the intro question. Wow.
Hey,
We don't have.
support
Who
you.
are we? You don't need to know that. All that matters is the story.
Yep.
If you're enjoying what our mystery show is doing, there are numerous ways to support the show on our
Did you say
Beacons
mystery
page.
show?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Mystery TTRPG Theater 5000.
Catch the chaos live on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on twitch.tv/The Forgotten Troop.
It was good. It's just literally everybody is pulling out all the stops to do this fucking scam. So Rusty can prove to the government that he's still good at science, or that he ever was good at science.
And it fails.
It doesn't fucking work. Yeah,
Like,
that general's like,
especially
this
because
is what your dad used to have, my dude.
Well, and I think it's also just like, this is what fucking everyone has. Like, oh boy,
Everybody
came
has
here,
rocket boots these days, man.
Like, yeah, it's like you came here with stuff that literally anyone else is showing me. I can go to Target for this shit, bitch. But yeah, sure, I'm impressed by your jet. Like, it's not even that the lie fell apart. It's just that nothing he was doing or even lied about was interesting.
No, it's just stuff he's seen before, stuff
Yeah,
that Jonas
think-
showed him before.
I think that was a really good subversion of it, where it's like Rusty, you're not even like, it's not even that you lied and it fell apart and oh no, if you weren't lying, it would have been true. It wouldn't matter. It's just, you have nothing. You are so, and it sets up the rest of the episode because Rusty's just so obsessed with parroting shit his dad did. And nothing else. He's got nothing.
He has literally nothing.
Yeah. Doesn't he have the love of his children? Brock has the love of his children.
It's true.
Doesn't even have Brock's respect.
Yeah, that's really also true.
I think Hank gets more respect from Brock because Hank tries.
The boys,
It's gonna be
honestly,
a secret
they
tier
were
list.
just like, they were just charming. They were just doing their little thing this time.
Okay, I gotta go earlier into our convo because I was texting you while I was writing it. Oh fuck! Okay, before we get back to the episode, go check out Commentary Cast, because we did In the Mouth of Madness.
True, we did.
And there's a book coming out!
Oh, yeah, that's right! I forgot all about that.
In the episode, I'm like, they should have made a book for this.
And then
They should have made Sutter Kane books. And like I said they should have like written like a series of Sutter Kane books and published them with the movie. But you know what? Getting a meta novelization of the movie is still peak, because the plot of the book is just gonna be the plot of the movie.
Yeah.
Because that's just what happens. But it's going to be really meta and fun, and I'm really excited, and I'm absolutely getting it right when it comes out. I have not actually been excited for a book release in so long.
I am very excited for this.
Okay, there we go. I have one note, and it was Killinger playing hide and seek with Hank.
Yeah. He was good. He's good with the boys. He's really...
It was so
he's really
cute.
doing it.
It was cute. So yeah, basically after Rusty completely fails with the general, Killinger shows up.
Mm-hmm. And he's there to help Rusty.
Yeah. Same way he helped Monarch. Oh, also it's important to note that this all happens shortly after Jonas had an unpleasant phone call with his brother.
Oh yeah, Rusty talked to JJ about how successful JJ is, basically.
And also found out that JJ makes fun of him to his friends.
Well, wouldn't you?
I don't blame him. It's just like internally, this has been revealed to Rusty because of the perils of three-way calling.
Unfortunately, yeah.
This is why we don't do three-way calling anymore, you guys.
We just do Discord, and then we kick people out of it.
Yeah. You create a Discord chat, invite someone into it, and then boot them from it when you're done with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, so anyways, Killinger's like, I'm going to help you. And he gives him like Venchmen, which is
The Venchmen. They look sick though.
Peak name too, Venchmen.
Like his whole I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you've seen the episode, but the whole potential villain arc for Rusty, like the costumes looked good, the Venchmen looked good.
I honestly think that they should have just gone all in on it and just been like, no, you know what? Never mind. He is a bad guy now.
Yeah. I mean, they didn't do that, obviously.
No, but like, could you imagine? That would have been such a great method.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Just
and then he would have been arching JJ. Like that was what the whole setup was.
Yeah, I think that would have been a really fun way to like pivot the show in a different direction, because like Rusty fucking sucks, but I guess at least he has a little bit of morality.
Well, yeah.
Like why would he? Because he turns down the villain contract at the end, right?
Yes, because he's not a bad guy.
So he's got to have at least some shred of morality in that. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in that crazy little bald head of his.
He knows he's not a bad guy, or at least he doesn't want to be a bad guy. He might be a bad guy, but he doesn't want to be.
Yeah, like, he's not evil, he's just shitty.
Yeah. He's just... Well, it's like fucking, Killinger said, he's afraid of success.
Yeah. And that's why he's a dick.
Yeah.
Hopefully, having confronted his father, you know...
Fingers crossed. I already know he's not gonna.
Yeah.
Rusty stays Rusty, you know?
Yeah, I hope I hope he gets a little bit better. Not even because I like him, but just because, like, no one deserves that level of suffering for your whole life. Like, Imagine being that big of an asshole all the time. Couldn't be me. Could not.
It's just he's not good at super science, and he's unfortunately hung his whole fucking life onto it.
Yeah, well, and this is what you get. This is what you get.
This is
for
just what
being
you
like,
get.
I'm
for being
gonna
Rusty.
be my. I don't know. He's like, I'm gonna be just like my dad because it's what everyone expects of me. But he at no point figured out what he wanted to do. Like, I don't know. Maybe he could have been a really great ballet dancer.
Maybe
He would have toured the world dancing to Tchaikovsky, and it would have been great. He would have been happy. But instead, he's like, I'm gonna be a super scientist, and he's convinced himself it's what he wants.
Yeah, that's really.
It's pathetic.
He's decided he's
so
gonna do
sad.
this.
Yeah.
Except he can't.
No, because he's not good at it. And it's not even that he's stupid.
He's tried. Like he
Yeah,
went to
like-
college.
Yeah,
I don't think
like,
he
you're not-
tried very hard, to be fair.
No, because he didn't want to do it. And he knew he didn't want to do it, but he kept doing it. He's not an idiot. Like, he's an idiot, but like he's not bad at super science because he has a low IQ or anything. He's got a perfectly average IQ. He's just not a super genius.
He's not as
And
smart
that's
as his
fine. Dad or brother.
unfortunately.
And that's fine, but he's not letting it be fine. I feel bad for the guy, but I also fucking hate him.
That's fair.
Like, I pity him, but also, like, I hope you get run over by a tractor. In short order. No, it was okay. On the whole, though, I really enjoyed this episode. Everything on this episode worked. I think
Just banger.
it was a banger. Certified.
Anything with Killinger is guaranteed to be a good time.
Yeah.
And he was just like the perfect fucking evil Mary Poppins.
He's not even like
he could have
the thing is,
fixed
he's-
Rusty's life. He was great
he's
with the
not-
boys. He
what I
taught
think
Brock
is-
how to do his taxes.
Yeah. What I think is funny is that Killinger is not even like evil. He's
No.
just on the side of the guild somehow. In
Even
some
that,
way.
he might not even work for the guild. He could have just decided this is the best way for Rusty to progress.
Yeah, like, but I'm saying the guild because like he did help the Monarch. It
Mhm.
seems like in a broad sense his goals align with those of the guild, whether or not he's directly affiliated with them.
Yeah.
And so other than that, he's not malicious. Even when Rusty's like, I don't want to be a villain, he's like, okay, bye.
Oh, well,
then he leaves.
Then, goodbye, yeah.
I like how it's set up like there's this whole fight and then they just leave. It's like, no, okay, you don't want to do this, that's fine, bye.
I have nothing. I can't help you anymore. Goodbye.
We're gonna leave you naked, but bye. No, it was just, I think the episode was really good. It was the first episode where I didn't hate Rusty for every second he was on screen.
Just most of them.
Yeah, like, but also like, you know what? It's got to feel pretty shitty and emasculating to have your dad's dick out all the time, just flopping around where you're trying to eat breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of dicks in this episode.
It was a dick-heavy episode.
Lots of dicks.
Hopefully next episode's a little dick light, but you know,
Dick light.
dick light, 0 calories. Same great taste, no calories. Dick light. Oh boy.
Available at your favorite gas station.
Yeah. Dick jerky available at your favorite
Dick
gas
jerky.
station.
Get
Now
it now
available
at
in
Shell.
original, barbecue, and honey garlic flavors. Dick jerky. We're gonna be put on a watch list.
It's bold of you to assume we already aren't.
That's true. Well, remember, I'm a space citizen, so
Spit
they can't put me citizen, so they can't put me on a fucking watch list.
You could be on a space watch list.
I am the space watch list.
Shit.
I am the one who watches. I am the one who knocks. I never watched Breaking Bad. It's too grim.
I have seen the first like 2 seasons 6 or 7 times, and I cannot stand the wife and sister-in-law.
Okay.
So I guess it's a testament to how well they're written, but I always just drop it because I'm like, I
can't deal with you guys. That's fair. I've never watched it. I tend to gravitate away from dramas.
That's fair.
Basically what happened was I was watching Suits many years ago, quite a long time ago, right? I was watching Suits. And as a result, I found myself getting really like tired and sad all the time. And I was like, oh damn, am I just like straight up
just don't like these?
Well, it's like the show was good, but it's like no one's happy in this. It's just a lot of bad things happening to people.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know? And this kind of sucks. So I stopped and I felt better. And I've told other people the same thing. Like, maybe you should stop watching this, because my wife was watching this show quite a while back. And she was like really sad around it. I'm like, do you maybe take a break from watching the show? Like, just not a super long one, just a break, and see how you feel. And she's like, oh, okay. And she felt better afterwards. And I'm like, do you think it's possible that the show was just like dragging you down? Like, maybe. Because when you watch a show constantly, especially if you're like binging a show that's like really heavy on like drama and heavy stuff, it affects you. It's why I have been watching Animaniacs.
What am I watching right now? I'm watching Dead to Me, which is a nice little blend of dramatic and funny. I need to start Succession. But I'm watching The White Lotus. I have a lot of thoughts about that. Oh, and Severance too. I'm watching a lot of things.
I start too many things and don't finish them. It's very hard to finish shows for me unless I'm like really like they have their hooks in me. But I've been wanting to try out Animaniacs for a while, so I found it somewhere so I could finally watch it. So I'm like, oh, I would like to watch this. It looks fun, and it's obviously, you know, it holds up well, comedy wise. All the voice work is great. But I've also been trying to read. I read a book yesterday.
Oh my god!
It pisses off my wife when I do this, because she's like, "Oh, what'd you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I read a book," and I don't mean like, "Oh, I read some of a book." I mean, I sat down, started a book, finished the book. That's how I read a book. Is I will very rarely like read it in sections. I'll just sit and I'll read the whole thing in one sitting. And I'm like, oh, that was great. Moving on. Because it just, I don't know, I just process it better that way. But anyways, this book was really, like, underwhelming.
What book was it?
It's called We Came to Welcome You. It's a horror novel about a queer couple that moves to a gated community. And they're both people of color. The main character is from the Dominican Republic, so Black Latina, and her wife is Korean. And it's basically like, oh, they're in this creepy like gated community and whatever. And like most of it's really good, except for the fact that the lead character sucks. She's like really bitter and spiteful and smug and rude to everyone just all the time. But then whenever anyone's rude to her or makes an assumption about her, she's like, oh, I can't believe that they're making assumptions about me because of like, either because I'm queer or whatever, right? But it's like she'll also like make snap judgments about white people based on how they look. And it's like, okay, So you don't really have any moral high ground here. Like, I understand that you're definitely like there are situations here where you're a victim, right? But you don't have any high ground because you're also just being a jerk, right? Like, and it's just everybody. Like, she just has a problem with pretty much everyone, and it's never her fault. It's always theirs.
Oh, classic.
So it makes her very unlikable. And even when she's like right, when the person does suck, it's still she's just like smug or kind of smarmy about being right. You know? So it's very weird. And then at the end of the book, she like wins essentially, but not in a way that's satisfying at all. She didn't have to learn or grow or change. She basically just got a ton of like supernatural power handed to her at the end.
It's fair.
And I'm like, that's it. That's how it was. Very upsetting. I didn't like it. No, not even upsetting. It was just kind of, yeah, I don't know.
I'm still reading copious amounts of fan fiction. No.
Of course.
I'm still reading Wheel
literature.
of Time.
The wheel in the time keeps on turning.
There's so many wheels of time.
I don't know where I'm tomorrow. That's Journey.
The wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's what I think about every time I hear Wheel of Time.
That's also what I think about.
I just immediately, the wheel in the sky.
The wheel in the sky keeps on weaving.
I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any other notes or comments on the episode.
I don't either. Oh, no, my reference that I liked was JJ's J-Pod ad in the cold open, because it was just like those old iPod ads where it's the silhouette of a person.
Yes. That was great.
I thought that was enjoyable just because I'm old and I like things. I like things that remind me of when things weren't so awful.
Yeah, things are awful. Part of me wants to buy an iPod because, like, as you know, we all know, I'm very like physical media. I try to be relatively low tech when possible, and I kind of feel like maybe getting an iPod and putting my music on there would be better. But I don't know. Like, I still have my phone where I can just like use stuff on my phone. But I guess I could just get a music player on my phone and just put music on there.
You could.
And then just use Spotify for podcasts.
I mean, I still use Spotify.
I like the idea of a physical thing that gets me off my phone. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I still have my iPod somewhere, actually.
There's people who make like modded versions of iPods, so I like it. Yeah, no, I don't have any other notes though.
I don't think I do either. Oh, I do. Yeah, we're starting because they've already been picked up for 2 more seasons for seasons 3 and 4. We are going to start getting, I think I said this last time, we get a lot more character development in these next couple of seasons. Because, like, we had 2 seasons to establish them and the silly shenanigans we're going to get. And now that we've been picked up for 2 more seasons, we know we're not going to get canceled after we finish this 3rd season. we can start playing with them more.
Yes, that makes sense. It's
Pretty
like,
sure
we actually have a chance to like.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said this last time too, honestly.
You probably did.
I don't know. I'm gonna repeat it like 6 or 7 more times, to be real, because I'm gonna keep forgetting. I don't think I have anything else.
Yeah, no. Well, with that, guys, thank you so much for joining us on the station.
We'll see you whenever the next time is. What are we doing next time? The Invisible Hand of Fate. We're gonna have a flashback episode.
Nice.
Flashback.